remember you telling me कि I wanted to. You didn't tell your dad when you became when you started modeling. How did that sudden transformation come
I
about?
wanted to, let's say, I loved spending money on myself and on people I want to gift. I love gifting things. I like to spend money. I am a spendthrift. I am not like, and also I'm aware that this much I have and I can spend only this much. It's not like I'll go crazy buying things that are beyond my capacity. I don't really have that good a saving bone in my body, unlike my entire family. So it was almost like कि तू सही घर में पैदा नहीं हुई है. So and I don't know how and why it came, because my upbringing has been very much like एक पेन भी फिजूल नहीं खरीदना है. वो मतलब my mom will walk extra 15 minutes to a different sabji mandi so that she can buy vegetables and fruits 3 रुपए 5 रुपए cheaper. That much. Now I had to really tell her, Mom, you need to calm down. It's okay if someone earns a few rupees extra out of us. We are not going to come on road and that person might just earn something extra for the house. It's okay. But yeah, till date, I've just landed back from Delhi and I have told my dad, this house needs desperate renovation. Can you please, it feels like the ceiling is going to come in my hand anytime. And he's like, yeah, it's not needed. It's looking like it's fine, like it's, unless it actually comes in my hand, he's not going to get it renovated. So it's still like you have to really push him to the wall to do things. Otherwise, he's not okay spending money for just because, he can. It's still difficult. So all these things while I was growing up, and then I got irked so much. I don't know how and why. It's not like my friends were very, very well off. Nothing like that. We all came from a very regular middle class family. And then I was like, I'm tired of looking at price tags, looking at the menu right to left. I'm just tired of this. I want to spend money. And then obviously that typical line na we hear in India, खुद कमाओगे पैसा तो पैसे की value पता चलेगी. I had heard it so much. चार लोग, those चार लोग ना, अगर मुझे मिल गए वो चार लोग, I'm telling you, I'm gonna have a one-on-one with them, those चार लोग. So वो जो है ना, पैसे की वैल्यू पता चलेगी जब खुद कमाओगे. मैंने कहा कर ही लेते हैं, एक बार ही पता कर ही लेते हैं कैसे होगी. So I think the second year itself, people kept, obviously if you're half decent looking also in an engineering college, everybody feels, oh my god, you're the only girl here types. वैसे ही 1:6 का ratio होता है engineering college में. And then if you are like ठीक ठाक सा looking also, they are like, oh my god, someone is just descended from heaven. So people were, oh, you look very good, you look very good. मैंने कहा अच्छा, okay, how can I use this? So someone told me, okay, ये portfolio बनता है and Delhi के अंदर ना lot of girls do advertising, brand shoots. So I said 100% पापा हाँ नहीं करेंगे इस चीज़ को. But if I manage it between my college hours, maybe I can do this and earn some extra money. And I realized this is quick money. So I started going and I got my portfolio clicked. Obviously didn't tell my dad. My mom was my confidant. She gave me money from her savings. We went and got my portfolio clicked. The very next day I got an ad and I started shooting sweaters. Yes. Every week I started shooting twice. And from 5,000 rupees to slowly 7,000 rupees to 10 to 15, it was मतलब जबरदस्त money coming. I had never seen this much money coming in my hand to spend, where I had to go and ask for like 100, 200 rupees also at home when I had to buy something beyond my regular commute, bus ka kharcha ya whatever. It's so much of money. Like I went crazy. I was like, this is good. And I'm spending it all. It's not like I'm feeling like I'm saving. I'm spending it for my sister. I'm spending it buying gifts for my friends. I'm taking them out for lunch. So I'm enjoying spending money. So I said, this is nice. So I was like, now I need to start working. I like this idea of working. And I've been a multitasker since ever. So I said, I think I can do it. So I started doing this. My deal was I will score well enough for my dad to never have a problem for me to do anything else parallelly. And that's exactly what happened. So I started going for modeling and I started, whenever I gave exams, I scored around distinctions. I always was the first 60% above student for in university. So he was pretty happy. बच्चे के नंबर आ रहे हैं. Then he got to know from somewhere, I don't know कि ये तो magazine में इसकी photo छपी है किसी brand के साथ. That's how probably he got to know that I've started modeling, and then he had... So his time, he'll just go mute. He'll just be like a cold shoulder. He'll not shout at me or scold me. So according to him, in his head it was like अब ये सब बंद करके पढ़ाई वढ़ाई यही करना शुरू कर देगी, क्योंकि जो परसेप्शन डाला जाता है ना थ्रू न्यूज़ चैनल्स एंड ऑल, कि पता नहीं यहाँ पे क्या ही हो रहा है मॉडलिंग वर्ल्ड में, फिल्म वर्ल्ड में, सब ये छोड़ के ना अब यही करेगी. आई सेड नो, आई जस्ट वांट टू अर्न एक्स्ट्रा मनी. आई हैव नो एम्बिशन व्हाटसोएवर टू बिकम model or actor, nothing. I just want to earn extra money. He didn't believe it only until he saw that I completed my graduation. He saw I scored Infosys ki placement. I was preparing for my CAT exam. Then he probably realized that I mean what I'm saying. So then he came, he was okay with it, or maybe he realized ये तो वैसे ही नहीं मानने वाली, so what's the point? But he came to terms with it, and thank God for that. So then,
you're always the questioning type, but why?
yeah, but why? Yeah, why or why not? You know, करके देखते हैं. नहीं हुआ तो then we figure out a solution to it. But you can't just from the outside say no just because you have a notion about it in your head कि ये ऐसा होता है. So that I have an issue with.
It's a very good thing. What was like, if I had to ask you, like a turning point, you know, where you like said, ki, okay, one is you're earning extra money, but is there like a turning point where you said, hey, I'm good at this, I can do any kind of turning point in your life?
I think I realized, even though I've not been a person who's, my parents never sent me even for night stays as much, you know, with my friends. And also, you know, जो होती थी 4-5 days of school holidays somewhere outstation or college में जा रहे हैं friends, ये मेरे को कभी नहीं भेजा गया. Sometimes because of money, sometimes because of the fact that मतलब नहीं, just because कि नहीं ये ठीक नहीं लग रहा है, for no rhyme or reason whatsoever. So the first time when I packed my bags from home and left home was for shoot for Ardakalam in Madurai, alone. And when I did that, I survived it. New language, new job, new surroundings, totally alien to what happens in this world. And I survived it and I got through it. I realized, okay, I am good at taking charge of my life, taking decisions for myself. I am not dependent on someone else deciding for me. That's the first time I took a decision for myself, because कौन से college जाना है इसे लेके मतलब कहाँ apply करना है, कहाँ नहीं करना है, या कहाँ के form भरने हैं, क्या नहीं. I was all dependent for that also on my father. But this was the first time I took a big decision on my own and I got through it successfully. Was the big turning point that I can do things by myself. I'm not that dependent a person. And this I did at 21. So it was not that young, but it was not that old as well. So that was, yeah. So doing that by yourself with no family member by your side, for staying months and months outside, and you know, I didn't even hear Tamil Telugu before that in my life. And starting working there by myself and learning the tricks of the business by myself, I realized that I'm good at taking decisions when I know I have the control of my life in my hand.
Tamil eppadi nana pesre, also the way you say Telugulo
Telugulo Telugulo kuda maatladali, kani my flow gets disrupted when I'm not in the city. So if you put
but how did you pick up, these are all tough very languages?
I told you, in the beginning, I'm good at learning things. I'm a quick learner. And that really saves me even till date. If I really want to learn something, I'm very good at it. But if I don't feel like learning it, you can hammer it in my head, I will not get it. So it's something naturally that I'm born with, that I love to learn new things. Like even now I'm picking up a new language. Like I'm trying to learn Danish now. So it's every time I try to pick up something new, I learn so many new sports in life, one after the other. And I could pick them up quick because I really wanted to learn.
You have that sporting bone in your body. How are you so good at, you know, squash and badminton and...
I think it's just been happening since childhood. I was always the most sporty sibling, even in the cousins. I don't know if it's from my father's DNA, because he played hockey for his college at university level. I don't know if it's coming from there. My mom has no sporting background. But yeah, my dad watches a lot of sport, because of which I also used to watch sports on television. So maybe it's because of that. And I love the whole, not just physical, the mental exercise sports give you. Because you have to tactfully think what move to make next. So I enjoy that part of it as much as, you know, I enjoy physically running around. that's why I recommend everybody should pick up a sport, because it's very good for your mental health, not just physical health.
You dated a man for 11 years and married him. So tell me about your romance with him. I cannot imagine anybody dating for 11 years.
So old school that is. So I dated for 11 years and then married him also.
Yeah.
How boring.
Shame on you. Where's your Haseen Dilruba side?
I swear, and I'm still as much in love with him. Imagine, even after getting married.
So what is the trick? What is the trick to make a long distance marriage work? Relationship, 11 years long
Yeah,
distance.
it was all. I think it's because it's still long distance. My reason to marry, when he proposed to me 1 year after we started dating. So I think we were engaged. We married we signed wedding papers in December last year. So exactly on around the date he proposed to me to get married.
Where and what? Recall that scene. I know you're not good at screenplays, but tell me bullet points.
Listen, I should not be saying this, because then अपने लिए तो मैंने बोल ही दिया. I've got a very boring, simple, obvious life. You will judge him also. So I don't want to expose what really happened for the.
Was it like over a dinner at restaurant? He said get married.
So we met first time in Dubai, and he proposed to me in Dubai. We met our first time in Dubai because that's the middle place for Denmark and India. So
that's why you want to learn Danish and all that.
yeah, so so he's from Denmark. So I'm trying. Let's see how much I succeed. But so that's the middle place we met. So he wanted, after 1 year, when he decided he wants to propose to me, he wanted to propose to me where we met each other for the first time. So he proposed to me there, but it was like a, very awkward mini speech. He's also very bad at these romantic, this kind of stuff. So, but he's better than me. Let me just say that. Nice, yeah, like a very simple, obvious proposal. No, nothing very dramatic and big about it. And when he did that, I was like, yeah, but not now. That was my answer. So he's like, I don't know, is it a yes or a no? so I said, yeah, but like, first I was surprised that it took him just 1 year from the time we started dating to decide I want to marry this girl. And then he was like proposing already, and what he expected me to like marry soon or what. Then he's like, no, you don't have to marry now. Whenever you would want to. I just wanted to be honest with my intentions that this is what I would want. So I said, okay, fine, done. And he never really asked me after that, ke, ab karna, shaadi kar. No, he's like, whenever you are ready for it. So I think when we completed 10 years of seeing each other, I thought, okay, let's do a big party and spend a lot of money. And that's how we celebrated the big party of a decade of being together by getting married. And thankfully, my condition for getting married was that nothing should change, and nothing has changed. So our lives stay the same. The difference is he's just recently retired now, because he was still trying to work a little bit so that he can be around me in India. But now he's retired because he's like, I've been playing since the memories that he's ever had of his childhood. So he's like, I need to just now spend time with my family. I want to just not get up and do something for work as per se. I just want to live my life a little without goalposts for some time. So yeah, he's doing that, and I'm here.
What are the kind of conversations you all have? Because you know why? I always want to know what are the challenges of a long distance relationship, because there's so much lack of communication.
But that is why it worked, I feel. When people ask me long distance, I think it worked because it was long distance. It worked because we were not into each other's face all the time. We were not demanding each other's attention 24/7. It worked because of that. We realized we are two different individuals. We will grow individually, and there'll be some quality time that we spend together. We used to meet almost every month, or like once in 5 weeks max, we used to meet, and that time used to be very quality time that we used to spend together. So it still stays the same. We might not be together every day in the month. We relatively spend more time now together because obviously he's not working, so he can spend more time with me. But the quality is high instead of just seeing each other every day and just you do this or don't do this. And the best was we never felt we are answerable to each other, or we have the liberty to question each other wherever our respective individual lives are concerned. His work, my decision as to what I would want to do with my life in the future, or his decision as to why he would. So all this was like very individual growth. So we never interfered in each other's growth. We were partners. We were never trying to like handhold the other.
But he was not insecure that you're shooting with these hot heroes, or he would have had a female fan following.
I actually, in the beginning, I was like, why would he want to date me? He's traveled the whole world. He's just won his Olympic medal and come back. Why is he interested in me? I never trusted him. In the beginning, I really made him put in a lot of effort to get that first date, because I was not taking him seriously. And when
So how did you all meet? On Instagram, or you all common friends?
you know, he had seen me at the domestic league, and he tweeted to me, very public. And then because we were his team and my team were traveling together almost, so we saw each other a couple of times, and then we met each other at the after party of the finals, because his team was playing against the team I was supporting, and that's when he tweeted to me, and then kept talking on social media. And then within a month we met, and then rest is history.
Are you a high maintenance girlfriend stroke wife?
I know I maintain myself. So that is, we still don't have joint accounts. We will, so it's.
But are your core values very similar? And I'm very keen to know what in mom, चार लोग क्या कहेंगे?
I tell you, 4 लोग were very happy. I have agreed to marry someone. 4 लोगों को बहुत टेंशन थी, लड़की शादी करेगी कि नहीं करेगी. So तो 4 लोग were very happy. अरे लड़का है ना तेरी लाइफ पे कोई, हाँ है, okay fine. Whenever, कभी भी कर दियो शादी, कोई टेंशन नहीं. They never asked me when are you gonna get married. The day they got to know, which they obviously got to know through newspapers, because I mean, that's how it happens here. So they got to know through newspapers, and they asked me, and I said and I was not gonna tell you until like I was like ready with, because अगर माँ बाप को बता दो, then they'll be like, अच्छा कब करनी है शादी फिर. There is no idea of के let me take some time for what, क्या time, किस बात का time. अब डिसाइड कर लिया तो शादी करनी पड़ेगी अब तो. So I didn't want to come into that situation where I have to tell them a date कि जब मैं शादी कर रही हूँ. So I was like, that's why I didn't tell you, but I will marry him. I would want to marry him. And they were very happy कि अच्छा अब जब में. They never asked me about when you. It was my decision that okay, now let's just get married, and we decided to get married.
You know, sports wives are trolled a lot. Like Anushka gets trolled. If Virat does badly, he gets trolled. I remember Sharmila Tagore once telling me, she says her own father said, yeah, you must have kept him this. That's why he's performed badly. He's not hit her. This, let him go off to sleep. Did you get any kind of trolling after your marriage or before your any kind?
I'm just glad कि ये जो trolling wives or girlfriends of sports stars है, ये trend Denmark में नहीं है. I'm just happy for that. वरना तो वहाँ पे उसका any match he would have lost during our dating period. I don't think they really do that. So that way I got saved. But after people got to know more about him and me lately, when he was training Chirag and Satvik, I think they must have told me at times. But as I said, I'm not that active on social media reading comments anymore, so I don't know. I remember I went to shoot for खिल खिल में का प्रमोशनल सॉन्ग, एंड अक्षय सर कहते आ गई तो ओलंपिक से, आ गई तो ट्रोल होके. मैं ट्रोल हो गई हूँ? आई हैव नो आइडिया. आई थॉट आई वाज लुकिंग वेरी नाइस एंड फैंसी, रानी इन पेरिस एंड ऑल ऑफ दैट. मैं ट्रोल हुई हूँ? मुझे लगा मैं तो वायरल हुई हूँ. सो नाउ आई हैव नो आइडिया. I'm like, as I said, I don't, मेरा time of life is so precious and limited. I don't want to waste it in this.
You know, you also come from a very traditional Sikh family, like you said. So were there roles assigned, like लड़कियां यही करती है, 4 लोग देखेंगे तो कम बोला करो, that? And was it like, the mother did all the traditional roles? And also, because we come from such a patriarchal setup, did you ever rebel against those kind of things?
No, because you didn't know any better. So my mother is or was also a homemaker, is still a homemaker. My dad is the bread earner, and my dad lost his father a few months before I was born. So when he was probably 31, 32 maybe, he lost his father. So he became like the person who had to take charge of the family after that. So that aged him also pretty quick, I feel. And then he became along with my grandmother, he became the person who used to take a call for the family. And we were brought up in a joint family. My chacha, my dad, my dadi, all of us used to stay together in a small 2 BHK rented apartment. So all of us, my cousins also there. So we were like 8 of us in those 2 BHK ka place. So all of us looking up to dad for whatever decision making was required. So obviously when a child has seen this since childhood, I always look up to him for like, or everybody looks up, even till date, my cousins, my chachi's kids also. If there's a big decision to be made in the house, they all look at not my dad. So it still happens like that. So yeah, so I didn't know any better. So we were always like looking up to dad for all permissions, looking up to him if he's happy about something or no, or we should change our decision basis his happiness. And because we didn't really have a brother in the family, which was between me and Shagun, so it was always like we didn't really see any discrimination of any sort that way. Yeah, because we didn't really have a difference, another gender between us, right? So that way, that's why I said, this is the only norm, that yehi hota hai. We have to follow whatever dad says, and whatever he says is for good. Only when you grow up and you realize it's okay for you to expect something else from your life, you can think differently from your parents, and you should be allowed to do that, or you should be allowed to question why you're made to do certain things. That came after a few years, college, and like just traveling, and I don't know. I also don't know where the courage, so to say, came from, because nobody elder in my family really stepped so away from the conventions like I did. So I have no inspiration to tell you that अच्छा इसको देख के मुझे ऐसा लगा. I think I just felt like I have just one life. I need to make sure I try.
That's amazing. Like there was no conditioning for you.
No, it was not. It was obviously, as I said, it didn't. This industry was not painted in the best possible way. So that was all. But I feel even if it would have been a boy in the family, he would have felt the same for the boy also, because he has an issue with something that is risky, where you don't know where your next paycheck is coming from. That is his problem. He left his father's business to his brother because he didn't want to get into business where you don't know how much money you're getting for your next in your next paycheck. So I think that's the thinking he was coming from, not from the girl or boy difference for the where my career is concerned.